Voila! In view, a humble vaudevillian veteran, cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the Vox Populi, now vacant, vanished. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified, and has vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin, vanguarding vice and vouchsafing the violently vicious and voracious violation of volition. The only verdict is vengeance, a vendetta, held as a votive not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. Verily, this vichyssoise of verbiage veers most verbose, so let me simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me V.
And welcome, everybody, to Salted Playground.
She was very confused while that man just said V words to her.
Yeah, she was. That's our intro for Vox Populi. You know why, Jacob?
Because it's super long and obnoxious?
And you know what it says in that?
It says the words Vox Populi.
Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need in an intro. So, we're going to be doing some new things with this one. So, whenever Jacob wins his vote, this is what you get to hear.
Yeah,
it's like saved almost. So, whenever Jacob wins something, you get to hear this. That's what happens whenever Jacob wins a vote. That's what you get to hear. You get to hear this from me whenever I win a vote.
America, 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 fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah, freedom is the only way, yeah.
So just remember, guys, a vote for me is a vote for fucking America, and a vote for Jacob is a vote for communism. Just want to let everyone remember that. And of course, because I won this last vote. Because I own 51% shares of the company.
Again, on whenever I look at it, it's 50-50.
Yeah, but I'm the tiebreaker because I'm God. So,
Terrorists, your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to America, fuck yeah, so lick my blood and suck on my balls, America, fuck yeah.
alright. So, everybody, Sleeping Beauty is what we watched. Well, what Jacob watched. I also didn't watch this one either. But I know it like the back of my hand.
Sleeping Beauty,
Fly, sword, straight and true.
produced by the Walt Disney.
The Walt Disney? As opposed to the other Walt Disney, right?
Yeah, as opposed to the other one.
Did he also go to the Ohio State?
He did not.
Oh.
Written by Erdman Pinner. Story by a whole bunch of people. Starring Mary Costa, Bill Shirley, Eleanor Audley, Verna Felton, Barbara Luddy, Barbara Jo, Alan Taylor Holmes, and Bill Thompson. Narrated by Marvin Miller.
Marvin Miller. He's one of them guys. So, this movie starts off with, of course, this is all the Disney movies at that time started with the opening of the book. Mm-hmm. And hail to the king, hail to the queen, hail to the Princess Aurora, hail Aurora, hail Aurora, up to the princess. That's it. That's how it starts, right? I remember, Jacob. Did you notice that? Like, it's been that long. I remember.
How long has it been?
A while. But this is my movie. I got this for my movie for my 9th birthday when I was a child.
Really?
Yeah. Princess Aurora. That's the perfect one right there.
Really?
She cleans, she sings, she's beautiful. What else do you need?
You want a singer?
It's added bonus. You don't like singing? You do not like these beautiful sounds that the woman makes. Or the beautiful sounds that anyone makes. You don't like music. What is wrong with music in your eyes? Music is beautiful.
Or I don't know what character that was.
This is
music snob.
Yeah. Latin music snob. I don't always come to this podcast, but when I do, I come to Salty Playground.
Music snob Mauricio.
Yes, music snob Mauricio. You know my name because I am very famous.
Very famous. Very snobby.
Yes. And I'm here to tell you that music is beautiful, wondrous. And you need to like it, otherwise you are missing core part of what it is to be human.
Anyway, Sleeping Beauty.
What was the name of the violinist that people thought he was so good that people thought he sold his soul to the devil?
That jazz musician?
No, not the jazz musician. The one from the Romance period. Jazz musician, yes. That's why I said violinist.
That's why I was confused. Niccolo Paganini.
Yes, thank you. Excuse you. All right, so Jacob, you mind beginning the movie? Because after that we get Stephen and King Stefan.
Yeah, we get
his buddy.
We get a lesson in why even if there's an evil fairy, you should at least send her an invitation.
It's proper etiquette.
Yeah, it's rude.
I mean, if we don't have etiquette, Jacob, what are we?
Animals.
Exactly. Do you run around in the ground scourging for food? Scourging for food. That's incorrect.
Scourging. Yeah, how are you gonna find food when you're scourging for it? Guys, I found an apple. Now it's gone. Why do we bring him with us? Why has no one told him the difference between scrounging and scourging?
Oh, man. If only, Jacob.
What do you mean, if only?
I don't know. I'm just going to start saying that from now on every now and then. If only, Jacob.
Just out of nowhere. Anyway.
So recently, I saw a heroin addict. He was horrible. He was at work getting more needles, and I was turning and go, if only, Jacob. If only.
Anyway.
How was work doing, buddy?
It's doing fine.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You have any stories to tell us?
Not this week.
Oh.
Anyway, the guests are all present, including 3 good fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, who have come to bless the child to make her a superhuman among men.
Well, well, technically, yeah, she is. She's very Aryan. Yeah, it's very nice. She has blonde hair, on the pale skin, the lips are red as a rose. Ooh. Eine gute Fraulein. Yeah.
Yeah, before Merryweather can give her blessing, Maleficent shows up to go.
We should send her to mingle to see exactly what the fairies did to make us all. Spieglein an der Wand, wo ist die Schönste?
Anyway.
Sorry, I had it. Yeah, whenever I think of beautiful, I have to go through mirror, mirror on the wall in German.
Anyway, Maleficent shows up.
If you didn't know, mirror, mirror on the wall is Spieglein, Spieglein an der Wand, wo ist die Schönste im ganzen Land?
Anyway, Maleficent shows up. They tell her, what the hell are you doing here? Get the fuck out. And she
Bitch,
said,
you didn't get no invitation.
Yeah, it's like, this party's invitation only.
She's like, well, I have to give a gift at least. Because that's proper etiquette.
Yeah, it's like...
My gift is she'll die at 16. Bitch is out.
Peace!
Drop mic.
Yeah.
And of course, Merryweather's like, well, now I have to do something to stop that.
Yeah, she won't die. She'll fall into a coma.
Until she gets true love's kiss by some random dude she met in a forest once. Upon a dream. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. The dream... No, sorry. Fucked that one up. The look in your eyes is so familiar, a gleam, and I know it's true. You don't like this?
You done?
For if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me in one's way you did once upon a dream.
But yeah, King Stefan says...
I can't do Aurora's.
You can't do her parts?
Yeah, it's too high.
Anyway, King Stefan decides to be a bit proactive. Says, I want all spinning wheels in the kingdom destroyed.
No one shall ever... We're only importing our clothes now.
And the peasants say, but what are we supposed to do for clothes? Don't care about you. Get fucked.
And then, of course, that's what made Rumpelstiltskin leave, and so the economy crashed.
Said, what the fuck, guys? I'm gonna go hang
This is
out.
half my business. That and babies.
I know what I'm not wanting. You went to go hang out with,
The evil queen from Snow White.
That's how she afforded a talking mirror.
Yeah. These are things everyone knows.
These all track.
You never watched Once Upon a Time, did you?
First 2 seasons? I definitely watched I know I watched the first whole one, but I don't know how far I got.
Yeah. Evil Queen becomes good.
I made it through that part. I mean, Jesus.
Rumpelstiltskin's awesome. Honestly, the only reason I watched that show as long as I did because Rumpelstiltskin, because Robert Carlyle is amazing as an actor. Dude can act, make anything better.
That show is still on. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I watched half of the Underworld season where they're going to get Captain Hook. You're a crook, Captain Hook. The trial of Captain Hook from Arrested Development. You know about this?
I do remember that.
Have you heard about this? Do you know about this?
Yes.
You're a crook, Captain Hook. I'm like doing see, this is why we need webcams, Jacob. So when I do that. Anyway, you may continue.
The fairies say, your plan is awful. I'm sure somebody somewhere is going to keep a spinning wheel, and this dumb baby's definitely going to prick her finger on it.
Yeah. So we'll take her and we'll name her something different than Aurora, because Aurora's a trash name for trash people.
So she's going to live in the woods, like a peasant.
We'll name her Briar Rose. You know, for her lips, you see. Because she can't touch anything that's pointy, like briars. Tracks, Jacob. It tracks.
Anyway.
And on her 16th birthday.
The fairies say, I know we're supposed to be keeping you safe in this cottage, but how about you amble about in the woods and get us some food?
And not only that, while you're doing that, we're going to make we're going to attract as much attention as possible.
We're going to be as obnoxious as fuck.
They grew sloppy after 16 years. They were real careful. Then they're like, this time. Except for, well, yeah, they did bring the wands out finally. Well, we can do it now. Make it pink. Blue. If just fucking, Flora. If just Flora. Yeah, Flora. If Flora had just fucked off and not kept trying to make it pink, it'd been fine. Merryweather was correct. Dress needs to be blue. Bitches look good in blue.
Do they?
Yeah.
Let them look good in pink?
Pink is a trash color for trash people.
Anyway, Rose spends her time in the forest singing songs.
I know.
Attracting a wandering Prince Philip.
Prince Philip, who's like 6 years older than Briar Rose.
He's 22. He's roaming the forest for hot tail.
Come on, Father. It's what was it? It's the 12th century or the 11th century.
Something like that, yes.
Duck Dodgers in the 24th, 1/2 century. Scrums, a toast to this night. Da, 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 da.
Anyway, Philip runs into Briar Rose, awestruck by her beauty.
And who wouldn't be?
Rose, having never seen a man before, a little bit frightened.
Well, yeah. What is this?
I don't
Just
know.
imagine that on the wedding night. What is this?
What's that thing between your legs? That's not a vagina. Well, yeah. Who raised you? 3 women in a cottage.
Three cat ladies, basically.
Yeah, I was raised by spinsters in the woods. Do you know anything about anything?
No. I'm just a pretty face, so that'll do.
You know what? That's good enough. Take off that dress.
That's not what happened.
Yes.
Because Philip, unlike you, who's just a trash person, he's like, you know what? I'm going to marry this girl first.
Unaware that they're already betrothed.
They're already betrothed. Isn't that just convenient?
It is convenient. Dad, I want to marry this woman. You can't. Why not? You're already married.
You're already betrothed to somebody. Okay. Turns out it's that same girl.
Yes. I love you, Dad. Go nail her, son. Nail her hard.
I thought you were just a pretty face, but you're a pretty face that also brings a whole title to me.
Yeah. I'm going to double my kingdom with this marriage.
Fuck yeah.
Get ready to pop out a boy. We're done. Have an accident in those woods.
What?
I'm implying that if she doesn't birth a male heir, Prince Philip's going to have her killed in the woods.
He's not Henry VIII. He's not Henry VIII, he is. Cut off the head of Anne Boleyn. Right? That's correct, right? I'm King Henry VIII, I am, and I cut off the head of Anne Boleyn. Right?
Yep. And anyway, while Rose is meeting her future man, the fairies dicking around, being obnoxious as fuck, light show everywhere. When Maleficent's raven, I believe, named Diablo, finds them and goes back to his boss. At this point, when Aurora gets back, the fairies decide that it's finally time to come clean about who the hell she is. Tell her real name. She's a princess. She's already married. And to forget that dude in the woods and move on. It's time to grow up. Anyway, while this is happening, Philip talks to his dad, King Hubert, about this sweet girl he met while he was ambling in the woods. King Hubert says, "Fuck that bitch. You're marrying a princess. Put that lady out of your mind."
But Dad!
And then King Hubert responds with, "But nothing. Get the fuck out. Get out of my office."
Old Steph's my friend. He gonna fuck his daughter.
We're gonna merge the schools.
It's a good thing that his wife was just terrible and didn't bear him an heir. Because secretly this has been a plan of our family for generations to absorb that kingdom, that princedom.
Anyway,
You may continue.
Aurora finally gets taken back to her home.
Does she, though?
I assume when her dad says, "Come to Papa," she says, "Who are you? Why should I care? You left me to be raised by these people in the woods."
That's not what happened. She gets there, and she's like, "Soon you'll be marrying someone." They didn't even get to meet the daughter, because remember, he's getting drunk with his buddy. And so is the guitarist. And when that happens, she gets to her bed, she cries, and then gets to see Maleficent be like, hey, follow this glowing light. I see this really creepy light in my bedroom, and you know what just screams at me? Go follow that.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you were raised in the woods. You got no common sense.
And then when I saw the spinning wheel, I was just like, you know what? This needs a good poke. Right here where it's sharp.
Yep. They have some Auroras. The curse has been cast. Aurora falls into a deep sleep. The fairies put her in the highest tower. And then they put everybody else in the kingdom to sleep.
Yeah, so they don't know what's going on, bro.
Because I guess fuck those people.
They're fairies. Haven't you ever read a good German fairy tale? You just don't fuck with them. Like, that's why Steven should have invited her, because he should have been like, yeah, I don't want to piss off the fae. The fae are bitches. Or bastards if they're Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin! Yeah, I don't go by that rule anymore. That was a stupid rule.
I'm just going to take your kid.
My kid now, bitch.
A deal's a deal even with a dirty dealer.
A deal is a deal even with a dirty dealer. Take my hands! Oh my god, I need this now. You don't even know. Oh, come on, America Soda, get out of my way.
It can't be real. Not if Leela is engaged. I'm stupid. I'm stupider than you. I'm stupider than you in every way. Stupider!
Look, what do you want?
I want my hands back.
Wait, sorry. That one's
Just the sound.
Is this one-eyed female?
Nope. Really? Well, I won't show the, That's unfortunate. We can still do it.
Look, what do you want?
I want my hands back.
Never! A deal's a deal, even with a dirty dealer.
Very well, then I'll take what I want from Leela.
Whoa!
Leela has promised me her hand.
Fry, you do not understand. I should have revealed I'd been deafened by Bender. The shame, but I feared.
Sorry. Jacob did it. It's his fault. This is what happens when Jacob says things. They make me do things.
Anyway, the fairies find
I'm
out.
trapped here. Podcast is really his whole idea.
Yeah.
He holds me captive.
In your own house.
Yes.
I come here. to
Because
your
you told
house
me to buy this house.
and hold you. Anyway,
I have no free will. I am just an instrument of Jacob.
the fairies find out that scumbag forest person. Aurora,
Like, that is like the best, like one of the best like song parts of any show I've ever seen. Like that opera scene with that. Dip me the chocolate sauce.
Surgery in an opera? How deliciously decadent.
Hedonism bot, he's the true hero.
There were bodies everywhere. And then the bomb
Went off. Have you tried this stuff yet?
No.
Like pure America. Bet it's made out of Flint's water. Mountain Dew USA. Not a sponsor of Salty Playground Podcast. But we'll take the money. We'll stop doing shitty ads for you. We'll do real ads. Like, let's see if I can do this. I'm Sam Elliott. You're the kind of dude who's tough, rugged, and knows what he wants. A real American. And that's why when you go to the store, you don't just reach for any soda. You reach for Mountain Dew USA. Pure, red, white, and blue coursing through your veins can now also course through your stomach.
You're losing it.
And urinary tract. Because nothing's better when you piss into a bathtub and it just comes out red, white, and blue.
You were doing so well. And then that's an unacceptable ad.
Write me to what ad to say and I will do it. And pay me money. We'll chill out. As long as it's not the Jews.
That's how you don't get sponsored. when you say shit like that.
But I thought you were talking about that. I don't know.
Anyway, the fairies try to find Prince Philip.
That is offensive.
The winged Americans?
Yes. Winged magical Americans, good sir. Winged magical Americans. What do we call African Americans in Africa? Because they're not Americans. Africans?
Anyway, the winged magical Americans try to find Prince Philip, but he's been kidnapped.
By Maleficent.
You know, for some reason decides to say, hey, you know that girl you fell in love with? She's the princess you were going to be married anyway, but I cursed her. Suck it, whore.
So I could trap you as well. Actually, you're just bonus points.
This is all just gravy.
You know, I heard that in the movie Maleficent, that's what she told Steven. Oh.
But yeah, she says her evil plan is, I'm just going to keep you in this jail cell until you're an old-ass man.
They don't let you go, and then you can go marry that really hot young chick that's still, because she's frozen in time. That'll teach you. As an 80-year-old, you get to be with a 16-year-old.
Not like.
Prime.
She turned 16 that day.
Yeah. A 16-year-old primed, ready to go. And you need an heir, buddy. You need an heir.
Your kingdom doesn't revolt by then.
Yeah, because they're not frozen.
Yeah.
I know what happens is just what happens to the town that Beast ran. It's like, wait, we have a prince? What's going on there?
I know. I thought we just had a monster up there. He was a prince? We had a king here? What happened to the king?
How long ago was that? Like 10 years ago, dude. What?
It hasn't been that long. What's wrong with you guys?
Who have you been paying tax to? Well, no one came around, so we just thought, we're free.
I thought, hey, this feudalism thing, not so bad. Free land.
It's pretty sweet.
They did not show that part. The revolt when you said, yeah, you guys need to be paying me taxes.
What? Why? Because I'm your king?
I don't remember a king.
That doesn't sound correct. But I protect you from anyone invading. No one's invaded so far. Why do we need you?
Wasn't your castle just invaded? You're doing a bad job.
By us, actually. You know what? Screw you, and screw your taxes. You can go fuck off.
Yeah. I never thought about that, how that town in Beauty and the Beast had forgotten they were ruled by a monarch in the space of 10 years.
I think it might have even been less than that. No, I think it was 10 years because he was like a kid at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was a kid, and the witch thought punishing the rude kid
Teach him a lesson.
By giving him a death curse.
Spare the rod, man. Spare the rod. Spoil the child.
That's the appropriate way to teach true children death curses.
And once the rose petal falls, she'll be a beast forever. A beast forever.
But he'll be super strong. And just because I'm a dick, I'm going to curse all your servants. They should have taught you better. But they're my servants.
Yeah, and they should have taught you better. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. Does the witch show up in the sequel going, this was my plan all along, you're such a better person now?
And the sequel, he's a beast again.
And
The sequel is Beauty and the Beast Save Christmas, something like that.
with
the Forte, the evil pipe organ.
Yeah, the evil pipe organ. Some fucked up shit.
And that's why the Beast is such a dick, because he kept going to his best buddy Forte. It was like, hey, be more of a dick.
Who was the pipe organ before he was a pipe organ?
The pipe organist? Duh.
So they had an evil pipe organist?
Yeah, he twirled his mustache constantly. Like this.
That was a shitty evil laugh.
Oh, I am a French evil man. I am the protagonist of Alfred Camus' The Stranger.
Oh my god, that's what he looked like?
What? Forte?
Yeah. That's his pipe organ form.
Of course, that's not his final form. Like Frieza.
What do you do, Frisia? Well, I have people go to planets, they kill everyone on it, then I sell them. To who? Who's buying planets?
People that need planets. Duh. Capital. You know what they say? Destroy and they will come.
That was what Forte looked like.
Oh my. What is that?
I wouldn't hire that guy on principle.
I have come to play your Absolutely not.
I have a child here.
But that's why I've come. Oh dear.
But that's what I've come for.
So, you may continue with Beauty and the Beast. Except for that's not what we watched. We watched Sleeping Beauty. We got on a Beauty and the Beast tangent because of the monarch. You know, he came in here and was talking about all about how he is definitely not the blue.
I don't know why you're looking at me like that. I don't know what you're on about.
The blue moth? That's not correct. Monarch, when he became the blue...
It's been so long.
When he was a good guy. It's like a ripoff of the Green Hornet, except for it was a butterfly. You now remember... That's not Adventure Time. Stop it, Brad. you not remember Rick and Morty? God damn it.
You're still not correct.
Venture Brothers. Venture Brothers. I'm sorry, my brain's connections are a bit loose today.
Let's see here.
See, most people's neurons fire like neurons. Mine are more like an old telephone line where you got to do switchboards and everything.
He was Blue Morpho.
Blue Morpho, that's right. That's right. I'm the monarch! Was that good?
It was not.
Well, let's hear your impression of the Blue Monarch.
No. Anyway.
Back to Sleeping Beauty?
Back to Sleeping Beauty. We're actually almost done.
It is a short movie, actually. When you think
75 minutes.
Yeah, it's like an hour and 15 minutes.
That is exactly an hour and 15 minutes.
I don't think you're right there. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes, but it could be more or less.
Anyway, the fairies find the prince.
Hey!
Winged magical Americans.
Yes.
Find the prince. They give him, what is it? The sword of truth and the shield of virtue.
Fly, sword of truth, straight and true. Let evil die and burn in doom. Ah! Are you surprised that I remembered that?
A little bit. Maleficent covers Aurora's kingdom in giant-ass thorns, which...
With lightning bolts, because that's how thorns grow.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Like I said, a lot of this movie's burned in my mind.
Anyway, Philip fights Maleficent in her dragon form, chucks it right into her heart, and then she, of course,
dies.
In Disney tradition, falls.
Fall.
Unnecessary with the sword to her heart, but
let the sky fall. Let it tumble. Let the sky fall. Let it tumble. Oh, let Maleficent fall. Let it tumble. Did you like that?
Anyway, Philip awakens Aurora, along with everybody else.
Via date rape.
Yep. And then King Hubert's just confused.
Of course, Philip, as everyone knows, was secretly Bill Cosby. And I'm gonna go and wake up the woman who's asleep in the hay in the hole. The pudding pops.
That was a shitty Bill Cosby.
Oh, let me hear your Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby right now feels sexually assaulted.
It's revenge.
And he knows why.
Dr. Cosby.
Does he still have that?
Would they take away a doctorate? Can they take away a doctorate?
I think was that honorary?
I don't know. What I do know is that everyone knows what Cosby did.
Yeah, he's an honorary doctor of fine arts.
You still got it?
Don't know.
Then yes. Dr. Cosby. Now the Dr. Cosby.
He's going on trial in June?
For?
We all know what for.
Tax evasion?
Yep. That's how they always get you.
That's how they got Capone.
None of this Untouchables bullshit. Nope. Solid detective IRS work. He's had 57 honorary degrees.
It's a lot of honoraries.
And a shit ton of them have been revoked.
Fair enough. So, want to continue?
Well, we're at the end.
Yeah, everyone wakes up. The song plays out. They dance and the dress keeps changing colors because Flora and Merriweather just can't fucking pick on a color. So yeah, we didn't really fill out a lot of this show, Jacob.
They, of course, live happily ever after. Well, that's because somebody decided to walk out.
I had to get a drink. America. Do America.
This movie did super well, by the way.
Yeah, it was one of the early Disney anime movies. Of course, did really well. Probably not as well as Snow White, but it still did well.
$6 million budget, made $51.6 million.
Because I think Snow White, just to inflation, is like still one of like either the number 1 or the number 2 top grossing movies of all time. It has to be adjusted for inflation. And without adjusting for inflation, it's not.
Well, yeah. Not adjusted for inflation, it probably made less than movies cost to make today.
Probably.
Well,
No. I think it's made several million. You're thinking inflation. See, Jacob knows why inflation's gone crazy. We left the gold standard. That's what we need to go back to, Jacob. Either gold standard or all go to bitcoins. We need to get the Federal Reserve out of our country. Like Jackson.
audit the Fed?
No, just do what Jackson did. Kick them out. Piggy banks. That never stopped. That never hurt anything. There was no crash. There was no panic of 1846?
Adjusted for ticket price, Snow White is number 10. With a gross of almost, what is that? 100,000, almost $1 trillion. Almost $1 billion, actually, sorry. Gone with the Wind adjusted almost made $2 billion.
Well, I thought it made more with adjusted for inflation.
I mean, it's close. It's only, what is that? $10 million off of being number 9, which is almost, yeah, they're all close together.
Oh, okay. But still, that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so that's it, unless you want anything to add.
Next week,
I gotta pick a trope. That's right. I said something earlier. I'm changing it.
Its budget was, what is that? $1.5 million. It made $418 million.
That's a good return.
Walt Disney was awarded an honorary Oscar for it.
What?
The film received a standing ovation at its completion.
There you go. I got our trope for next week is all are equal in death. You know, something happy. So, what film of these do you want to pick?
I'll do Glory.
I'll do Les Mis.
All right.
If I win, which I will, because let's be fair, America. We get to hear Russell Crowe's horrible songness that I've heard about.
One at a time.
One at a time. You know what sucks about Key and Peele is really they're just ripping off Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was the original.
If Dave Chappelle wanted to still be relevant, he wouldn't have quit in a rage.
Well, to be fair, he quit for good reasons.
Yeah.
Because they're like, man, you're making stuff too smart. People are dumb. He's like, no, people are smart. Like, no, just keep doing that stereotypical black man stuff. Everyone loves it. Stop trying to be smart about things. He was like, no. Have you seen his new stand-up?
Not yet.
It is brilliant. Let me tell you, Dave Chappelle, you know he lives in Ohio?
Nope.
Yeah, he lives in a small town in Ohio. He doesn't live in Hollywood. Yeah, he lives in like, I can't remember what, but it's like it's a small town in Ohio is where he lives. He like regularly attends city council meetings and stuff like that and talks about stuff. He's an amazing man. You're looking up.
This is still Bill Cosby's page.
So, I think that's it, unless you have anything else to add.
Nope, lead us out.
Alright, this has been Salty Playground's Vox Populi episode. And I am, of course, Christian Falds. And Jacob's over there. And you can follow me on Twitter at cold_Christmas. You can follow Jacob at Brand_Meba. You can follow our podcast Twitter at SaltyPlayPod. Dan the intern is around. He exists whispering dark secrets that our podcast reveals when you play the podcast backwards. What dark secrets did we learn about Disney today?
Snow White made an incredible amount of money.
But that's not really a secret. You know what I think the real secret is?
What?
How much of a Nazi Walt Disney was. Just think about it. Aurora, she's supposed to be the most beautiful of all. And she's blonde hair, blue eyes. What's going on there? Exactly. Anyway, and you can email in at saltyplayground@gmail.com. Talk to us about things and stuff. We're here all the time. And rate and review us where you find us. And here's to play out.
Dear Jude, stop writing this musical splendor. Deception's the curse of my whimsical gender. He gave me mechanical ears, effective though just a bit garish. In return, without shedding a tear, I agreed that I'd give him my hand.
In marriage.
What?
You'll give me your hand in marriage.
Is this really happening or just being staged?
It can't be real.
Not if Leela isn't caged.
That isn't what I meant. That isn't what I signed.
You should have checked the wording in the fine print.
I'll give you my hand
In marriage.
The use of words expressing something other than their literal intention. Now that is irony.
I will marry her now and confine her to hell. How droll. How droll.